guys, Anna here. Welcome to today's video. Today we are in the world of Oasis Springs and we are building a shell for a mid-century home. Now this is a family home. I believe it is a 3x1 bedroom home and it's very spacious. It's one story, and the reason that this is only a shell with some landscaping and a floor plan is because I believe I may have, bulldozed home and built something there accidentally. Maybe I didn't. For whatever reason, I no longer have the build. So unfortunately, this will not be on the gallery. I also cannot do a tour because I do not have the footage. I do not have the physical build in game. However, I did do a poll over on Twitter and asked all of my besties. I said, would you guys like me to rebuild, or are you happy for me to just post a shell? So today that's what we are doing. We are just posting the shell and the landscaping of that build, and we'll still go through it and talk about it. But this was a build that I had designed on grid paper. So the floor plan of this I knew, so I still have a copy of that floor plan. So it wouldn't be too difficult for me to maybe rebuild this home, or maybe just like bring more light to it. So I have recently purchased some DLC that I actually think would go really well with this build. So the Strangerville game pack has some pieces in there that are very kind of vintage and dated, and I've been loving them lately, and I feel like a home like this mid-century home, especially the vibes that we go for. The color scheme is that kind of like a muted green. You'll see it in a minute, and it works really well with this kind of build, and I think that game pack would really help elevate this build. We're going in with that green now, and it just sets the tone. Like, you can see that this reminds me very much of exactly Oasis Springs. I think it fits this world perfectly, and I think it's just one of the it would almost like it'd give players a better option to the EA builds. It's like, how do I give you something that's mid-century Oasis Springs looking, fits the world, but is more appealing? And this is the home I've given you. It's a beautiful home. I really think the floor plan is gorgeous on this build. We do have this kind of pathway that I thought was really nice. I love these fences, this kind of like lattice type fence, and then we use more of a stone fence in the back. And I think with these homes, lots of textures that are important. We've got the stone, the wood, and there's some obviously pathing and pavement and what have you. All right, so let's get into the floor plan. We are working on that now. So this is kind of the wing of the bedrooms. So how this house is broken up is the right hand side is your living areas. So you have your living room and dining in these two larger areas. You then have a study, and then off to the left side of the build, you have a huge master bedroom. So that front room is a master bedroom, and then you have essentially a bathroom and then two other children's rooms. I would say they're children's rooms. You probably could have a teen in them. I mean, of course, you could always have a teen with a single bed, but I think they're more catered towards maybe a toddler or a child, just because of the sizing. And we're just finalizing that there. I think I just make it a little bit more square, and I give more room to this bedroom. Yeah, I think I just open it up a little bit more. This wood flooring was beautiful, and I paired it with that mint green with that kind of detailing. It's got like a floral detail in the skirtings, and that is something that you would see in more of like an older house or a vintage house, and I feel like that really kind of gives the age to the build, which is really important, and it's just beautiful. And I really love the double archways that were leading into the kitchen area. And yeah, all right, so we are very much into the landscaping, just jumping around the build here, and this I kept it very plain, but it was very effective. I wanted to clutter the space with some plants. Usually in Oasis Springs you wouldn't use a lot of plants because it's more of a desert world, but this sector of the world has greenery, as you can see, so I just still went with it. I still went with plants. I used a lot of azaleas and palms and cypress trees. You guys know I love my cypress trees and aloe plants and layloing flowers, and just went into debug and went nuts. So yeah, I think it turned out really well. I do like this paving in the front, and unfortunately I didn't decorate this paving. I did decorate the back of the build, so in the backyard you'll have fully decorated space, and we'll get to that shortly, but I wish I would have done something out the front, even if it was skill building. Maybe a nice little sitting area would have gone really nice in the front. I also felt that this would be a home that would benefit from solar panels because we're in the desert and, the sun, and this almost leans to home for me. because in Australia you would have a little bit of these like mid-century dated builds, and the way they modernize them is they put solar panels and things like that on them. So this is very much kind of Australian-esque build, I guess you could say, a very Aussie build. But yeah, no, I think that it works well. And I think so. Improvements that I could make, I think I might improve the windows, maybe the roof line. Obviously, I want to furnish the front section of this build and that pathing and making it a little bit more accessible and fun. And then in the back, I don't think I would change much. I could add a pool to this build if I really wanted to, but I don't think it's necessary. I think the back is really well spaced. You've got a really nice pathing area that you'll have, obviously, your entertainment space. And then I do use these kind of Spanish themed plants. I think they're really good. And I went with some Art Deco plants, lots of shapes. Obviously, you guys know, like I've said this before in a previous build, I think it was the Mario and Luigi house that I built. I will actually link that down below. That is a wonderful build. It was so much fun. That was also a mid-century home, and I did use a lot of Art Deco type elements into that design. We go in with planters, as you guys know, I love them. And I didn't know what to do with this space, so I just went in with some pink flowers and some cypress trees. I thought that was really effective. I put some planter boxes out here, just, skill buildings, really important. And so, yeah, this is the space. I think we add some more fencing, actually. I think I'm doing it. Yeah, just doing it now. More of that lattice fencing. And then we have just like this porch where, I've got the chess table. And as you can see, this is the only form of decorating we have in this build. Unfortunately, I lost the home and was up to the decorating stage because I do film in parts. So, yeah, I've got like a little kids area. I do a custom sand pit. I love doing this. It's where you grab the Smooth Keeper fence and you take any sand in the game. I think I might have used the Solani sand. And yeah, you just paint it in and they can interact with the sand. I put a basketball hoop. I think this was more to kind of, give off family vibes and family gameplay. I love that kind of notion. But also this is Australian to me. This is very Aussie. The more that I think about it, the more that it's giving me that Australian type vibes. Like this is a summer in Australia. This is like a backyard ready for a barbecue. There's no cricket. That would be the only other thing that would make it a little bit more Aussie. It'd be like a backyard cricket set. But yeah, no, I think it's beautiful. You can kind of see a little bit of the home there. That's obviously the bathroom, and then we look into the home, and it's a beautiful build. And yeah, so that is today's video today. Very super quick. But let me know in the comment section down below if you'd love for me to build this home. I'd be more down for it. Let me know in the comment section down below if you would actually like me to build this house, or you would like me to maybe take inspiration from it and build something entirely new. And yeah, and with that, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.